I'll be happy.
Hi, Stuart. I know you talk about it all the time, but could you please talk about listening to guidance again?
You know, when you learn to listen, it really, you've achieved some state of humility in yourself. You're making, you know, there's deference to other human beings to live around you. There's an openness to life to teach you. And none of that is possible if you don't listen. Guidance comes only when we listen. If we don't listen, you understand, we're full of our own rightness. We know better than life. We know better than everything. And of course, that does nothing but create an enormous amount of tension and, frankly, an enormous number of problems that people have to deal with every day. So listening is the key. And, you know, through learning to listen on most basic levels, it's learning to respect life. It's learning to respect people. And at the same time, it doesn't mean that we allow people to run all over us and to use us badly. But if you really listen to people, you discover exactly what they want from you. And you don't have to defend yourself, you know, you really can just say no. No, I am not here to be your prey. You understand? I am not here, you know, to have you treat me like you're some kind of vampire, you know? And you can say no without getting upset, angry, you know, full of yourself, you know, and you can really deal with life in a much more conscious way. Now, it takes some deep inner strength to be able to listen. It doesn't take a lot of strength to be right all the time, to know better all the time. Understand? It's just ego. You know, there's no room inside a person like that for anybody to really live around them. So guidance comes when we listen. We learn to listen by building a strong inner life that gives us the capacity to not be threatened or intimidated by other human beings or by anything that goes on in life. I mean, I hope this is clear because this is such an important element. And forget about a spiritual life, it's about living every day. You know, being able to relate to other people, to truly know what people are saying when they talk to you. Now that's, you know, people say this and underneath it, there's 17 other meanings. If you really listen to them, you learn what they're saying. You can hear what they're really saying, not what, you know, what the surface coating is, you know? So it's multidimensional, this answer, because all of it leads up to a simple element. We learn how to live on a higher level of what it means to be a human being. And listening is part of it. It's a very big part of it. Not being right, not having to be right all the time, because then you don't listen to anybody or anything. You'd spend all your time fighting with me because you'd find 50 reasons why you know better. And I frankly am not here for that, you know? It's not that I want people to ask questions. I want people to, you know, build their own unique lives, but it doesn't come, you know, when people have to be right all the time. I remember my teacher, Rudi, saying he would much rather be wrong than right. Because if you're wrong, at least you can learn something. If you're right, there's nowhere to go. you've reached a dead end. And also, it really bugs the hell out of anyone that you come in contact with. You ever hang around people that are right all the time? It's really a nightmare, Does anyone else have a question?
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome, dear. If I had to be right all the time, none of the things I talk about would come out of my mouth. Because I'm here to listen also and to learn. And if you're right all the time, it's just your ego talking, It's got to be this way. The wonderful thing about God is it doesn't have to be any way. All ways are pathways to God. Some take a little longer to get there, but everything ultimately leads there.
That's beautiful, Stuart. Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay. Okay, if there are no more questions, then there will be a class on Thursday. I'm looking forward to seeing you all. And as again, I end these classes with, I can't tell you the depth of gratitude I have for the presence of everyone that attends these classes. Because they give me an opportunity to grow and to learn and not to be a teacher, but to be really a student of everything that takes place in these meditations. Because in order for me to grow, I have to overcome my limitations. And if you don't have limitations, then you reach the state of rightness, which is really the end of your life. So thank you, bless you all. And I'm looking forward to seeing everyone on Thursday. Have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.